And joining us now from Ron Paul's campaign, Doug Wead, senior advisor to the Paul campaign. Thank you very much. Good to see you.
Thank you.
For being here. There was certainly a lot of Ron Paul going after Rick Santorum. Let me play a little bit more from last night's debate.
He calls this a team sport. He has to go along to get along, and that's the way the team plays. But that's what the problem is with Washington. That's what's been going on for so long.
It does seem to a lot of people that he is wingman for Mitt Romney, that he seems to keep going after Rick Santorum. He's got a very effective ad. I heard Mark McKinnon say today that your ads have been the best ads of the whole campaign. Going after Santorum again. Why isn't he going after Mitt Romney?
Well, he is. Our #1 campaign in terms of dollars spent are three of a kind, which includes Mitt Romney, Rick Santorum, and Newt Gingrich. And you know, Andrea, everybody talks about brokered convention. It's very, very unlikely, but there are 4 candidates. Theoretically, mathematically, it is conceivable, though far-fetched. The reason there aren't brokered conventions is because, in this day and age, there are brokered campaigns. And I can give you an example of that. Rick Santorum and Mitt Romney are working together in Minnesota, just a few miles to the west of Michigan, where they're fighting tooth and nail in Michigan. They are cooperating in Minnesota against us. So Rick Santorum's people are telling their delegates at the precinct level to vote for Mitt Romney delegates to go to the district level. So there is that sort of exchange going on among all the campaigns.
But is there anything explicit? Have there been conversations, to your knowledge, among either the candidates themselves or their surrogates to beat up on Santorum and try to help Mitt Romney? And is there any quid pro quo that's been discussed involving Ron Paul, his future, his son's future, or any role in the prospective campaign?
Absolutely not. Now, Rick Santorum went to South Carolina and he campaigned all over South Carolina saying that Ron Paul was opposed to the Defense and Marriage Act. That's false. And then he went to CPAC, handed out literature that said Ron Paul favors TARP, which is ridiculous and is false. And we cannot let Ron Paul be a doormat to Rick Santorum. There's this old saying that if you keep lying about me, I'm going to start telling the truth about you. And it got to the point that we had to start telling the truth about Rick Santorum. Ron Paul will not be a doormat to another candidate.
At the same time, you brought up the subject of the fact that there could, with 4 candidates still in the race, if 4 candidates are still in the race, by the time we get to Tampa and the convention, there could be conversations about what to do on a second ballot if no one has a clear majority on the first ballot. And
there are conversations. I didn't deny that there were conversations. I denied there was any kind of an alliance. There are conversations going on. There's brokered campaigns. That's part of the process. And Ron Paul is much stronger in those conversations than he appears to be in the media, because the media's delegate count is off.
And your delegate count indicates what?
Our delegate count indicates we're very much in the game right now. Now, it's almost like the stock market. You anticipate what's going to happen. By the time you figure it out, it's too late. You've missed it. And the same in this delegate process. There's some anticipation of what's going to happen a few days out. For example, we know the powerful born-again vote is going to play in the South, and Mitt Romney's not going to get it. It's going to go to someone. And with Santorum now flagging, it's possible Newt Gingrich could come alive again.
Let me call you on that. Why do you think Mitt Romney will not get the powerful born-again vote in the South, as you describe it?
Well, just the numbers that we've seen. And it's been frustrating for the Romney campaign, but it's a fact.
You think it's because he's Mormon?
Yes, I do. And I think it's part of the reason why Florida was moved up and Nevada was moved up and Colorado and other states were moved up to make it easier. And it's part of the reason why it's proportional, so that when Mitt Romney goes into that South, he'll get a little piece of it.
Thank you very much, Doug Wead, Ron Paul campaign. No question that Ron Paul is going to be a power broker. The only question is just how much power he's going to have.
That's right.
Thank you. And coming up, border wars. What works